Welcome to Mayhem CDH, where questionable decks meet questionable pilots. For this week, we're continuing our pushing of Oathbreaker's power level with 2 fast games, both ending on turn 4. With that being said, let's check out the pod today. First, we have Evan on Nixilis the Elder Spell Kingpin's Furnace, a group slug deck that seeks to utilize damage effects and aggressive plays to win with Burnout. Jack on Dihada Demonic Tutor Binder of Oaths, a Mardu deck that seeks to turbo out Dihada, find Flicker, and win with a Breach line. Pilch on Dakkon the Elder Spell Showmanate, a control deck seeking to halt win attempts, delay Oathbreakers, and win by cheating out a massive artifact or combo. And finally, Ash on Tamiyo Broker's Confluence Catwalk Breakfast, a Flash Hulk deck that seeks to use all Bant has to offer for card advantage, control the table, and win with either Flash Hulk or a backup Omniscience plan right out of the command zone. And now, with each pilot in their respective corner of the screen, let us begin. And for those of you in the Ames area, stick around to find out how you can get 10% off your next Mayhem Ames purchase. Jack draws, plays a Scrubland, a Disciple of the Vault, and passes. Pilch draws, plays a Hollowed Fountain tapped, and passes. Ash draws, plays a Polluted Delta, and cracks it, paying a life, fetching a Tundra onto the battlefield. She also passes. Evan draws, plays a Badlands, a Dragon's Rage Channeler, and with blazing turn 1s all around, passes. Jack draws and plays Marsh Flats, cracking it, paying a life, and fetching up a Plateau onto the battlefield. He plays a Grand Abolisher and moves to combat, attacking Pilch with Disciple. Pilch takes the hit, and Jack passes. Pilch draws, plays Scalding Tarn, and passes. Ash draws, plays a Scalding Tarn, cracking it, paying a life, and fetching up a Tropical Island onto the battlefield. She plays Prismatic Ending, where X equals 1, exiling Grand Abolisher. The turn moves to Evan. Evan draws, plays a Prismatic Vista, cracking it, paying a life, fetching up a Swamp onto the battlefield. He follows it up with a Cataract Parasite and passes. Jack draws and takes a damage from Parasite. He plays a Bloodstained Mire, cracking it, paying a life. In response, Pilch cracks his Scalding Tarn, paying a life and fetching up an Underground Sea. Jack fetches up a Badlands and plays Cloudstone Curio and moves to combat, attacking Pilch with Disciple. Pilch takes the hit and Jack passes.
We got there! It's glued! It's always glued! Blind obedience!
Hey! Ash draws and plays a Windswept Heath, cracking it, paying a life, fetching up a Savannah, and plays Spellseeker, fetching up Eladamri's Call into her hand. The turn moves to Evan.
I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm just gonna pass on Nixilis sacrificing Darcy. However, on cast I do get to fail.
No,
I will leave that
not.
as
Additional cost.
Oh, okay. Then I will not get to put that in my graveyard. Damn. Okay, well.
Evan creates a copy of Nixilis, down takes the original creating a Devil, and up takes the copy, with Jack discarding a card and Pilch and Ash losing 2 life. Evan passes. Jack draws, plays Prismatic Vista, and cracks it, paying a life, fetching up a Swamp, and casts his Oathbreaker, Dihada, Binder of Wills, and upticks her. He moves to combat, attacking Nixilis with Disciple. Nixilis is destroyed, and at the end of turn, Pilch cracks his Marsh Flats, paying a life and fetching up a Watery Grave onto the battlefield tapped. The turn moves to Pilch. Pilch draws, plays an Arid Mesa, and passes. Ash draws, plays a Misty Rainforest, and also passes. Riveting, draw, go. I know.
Did you make me lose my one from drawing?
I did. I lost my one.
That's a May.
That is a May. You missed that trigger?
You missed it.
You missed it.
This is a May. You have to keep track. You have to keep track. Evan draws, plays a Mountain, and...
Pestilence. Pass.
What? Jack draws and puts a Sacred Foundry into play untapped, paying 2 life, and casts Prismatic Ending, where X equals 2, exiling Blind Obedience.
Sith proxy, Jack.
Thank you.
Why is the D
Ending the D is capitalized.
Ding.
Prismatic and ding.
Draw a bell. Draw a bell. Draw a bell.
He down takes Dihada, milling the top 4, creating 4 treasures, and casts his signature spell, Demonic Tutor. In response, Ash cracks her Misty Rainforest, paying a life. In response, Pilch cracks his Arid Mesa, paying a life and fetching up a Scrubland. Ash fetches up a Snow-Covered Forest, and Jack fetches up a card into his hand. He casts Flicker, targeting Dihada. In response, Pilch casts Chain of Vapor, targeting Dihada. In response, Jack casts Pyroblast, targeting Chain.
Do you have anything?
No.
I will. Cyclonic Rift.
Sure. Cyclonic Rift bounces Dihada, Pyroblast counters Chain, and Flicker fizzles. When attempt stops, Jack moves to combat and attacks Pilch with Disciple. Pilch takes the hit, and at the end of turn, Ash plays Eladamri's Call.
I'm gonna get up.
I swear to God.
Brody Hulk and Flash.
Oh my God!
I also have Force Negation back up.
Okay.
Show the camera how to do it.
Thassa's Oracle trigger on the stack. I would like to activate Nomads in Court, targeting Cephalid Illusionist 1,000,000 times.
Okay.
Thassa's Oracle trigger.
The table sees the writing on the wall, and Ash wins the game. In Game 2, Ash is replaced by Josh. On Kiora Glimpse of Nature, Kiora wants a Hippo for Christmas, a Simic Storm deck that seeks to emulate Selvala Brostorm by landing Kiora, casting Glimpse of Nature, and storming off into a combo.
I'm Marsh Flats. You literally fetched and passed 3 turns in a row.
Yeah, there's no fast man.
Why didn't you just cast Dakkon?
Because I wanted to
He
hold all my interactive
surveils!
spells.
He surveils! And what did that do for you?
Stop you from winning.
Okay, and then what happens?
I'll cast a Ponder.
Yeah.
Okay. Pilch looks at the top 3, rearranges, draws, and passes. Josh draws, plays a Tropical Island, a Llanowar Elves, and also passes. Evan draws, plays a mountain, and at the end of turn, Jack cracks his Marsh Flats, paying a life and fetching up a Savide Triome tapped. The turn moves to Jack. Jack draws, plays a Command Tower, a Chrome Mox, imprinting the Meathook Massacre, Tymna the Weaver, and passes. Pilch draws, plays a Vault of Champions, a Drannith Magistrate to the groans of the table, and also passes. Josh draws, plays a Bark Channel Pathway, Arcane Signet, Priest of Titania, and passes. Evan draws, plays a Command Tower, Kessig Flame Breather, yeah, I don't know either, and also passes. Jack draws, plays a Scrubland, and seeing only one player without a 1/3, moves to combat, tagging Josh with Tymna. Josh takes the hit, and in his second main phase, Jack pays a life and draws a card through Tymna. He plays Vampire Hexmage and passes. Pilch draws, plays a Polluted Delta, a Brainstorm, drawing 3 and putting 2 back on top, and cracks Delta, paying a life, fetching up an Underground Sea. He plays Demotic Tutor, fetching up a card to his hand, and passes. Josh draws, plays an Ancient Tomb, and Selvala, Heart of the Wilds.
I'll agree with I'll cast this Lupine prototype.
I'm trying
I'll respond to Lupine.
This is a combo
responding
piece.
to
This is a combo
Lupine
piece.
prototype.
Why?
Ow.
Phenomenal. In response, Evan exiles a red card from his hand to cast Pyrokinesis, targeting Vampire Hexmage and Selvala. In response, Jack sacrifices Hexmage, removing all counters from Drannith Magistrate. Still in response, Josh hardcasts Fierce Guardianship, countering Pyrokinesis. Lupin prototype resolves, and Josh draws.
Birds, go.
End step.
So many decisions. Fury is not
I hate it here.
So now you're gonna do it.
When you're in
Fury does not have flash. Why Priest? Why not Selvala?
Because it has 3 toughness,
Oh,
and he wants to
right.
kill Drannith so that Jack can win next turn.
He follows it up by casting his Oathbreaker, Nixilis the adversary, sacrificing Flame Breather as a casualty, creating a copy of Ob. Evan downticks the original, creating a devil, and upticks the copy, with Jack and Josh discarding and Pilch taking 2.
Lupine prototype, you attack and block!
Oh
Evan, I'm gonna throw hands across this table if Jack taps and win. I'm just warning you now. I'm gonna be leaping across the table.
Jack casts his Oathbreaker, Dihada, Binder of Wills, and downticks her, milling 4 and creating 4 treasures. He casts his signature spell, Demonic Tutor, fetching up a card into his hand and moves to combat, tagging Pilch with Tymna. Pilch takes the hit, and in his second main phase, Jack draws and loses a life through Tymna. He plays his own Drannith Magistrate and passes. Pilch draws, plays Arid Mesa, and cracks it, paying a life, fetching up a Godless Shrine onto the battlefield, untapped, paying 2 life.
Thoracle, I would like to, if it resolves, hold priority. Damn it.
Yeah.
No!
Woo! Wow,
Yay.
no way.
We did it! We broke Thor.
I was gonna be
Not
so
bad.
mad if you just went, yes, destroyed the Dragon Master, let Jack win, pass the turn.
With Thoracle combo resolved, the table sees the writing on the wall, and Pilch wins the game. For those of you in the Ames area who stuck around, come to Mayhem Comics in Ames this week and ask for the YouTube discount. You'll be asked the question, who won? Answer correctly and get 10% off your purchase. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to catch future videos, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.